Investigator work. Okay.
In today's video, we're going to see the interrogation of a man accused of raping and killing a 12-year-old girl. On May 31st, 2017, an entire community was shaken by the disappearance of 12-year-old Naomi Jones. Friends and family described the girl as mature for her age and friendly. They also said she was a fighter and was unlikely to go off with a stranger. After a 5-day search, her body was discovered by a local fisherman. Jones' body had been covered by duct tape and thrown into a creek not far from her mother's apartment. Robert Howard was quickly identified as a person of interest because he was a registered sex offender. During their investigation, police found video surveillance of Howard's truck being in the area when the crime was committed.
Girl from the apartment complex, and we've been talking to a ton of people, canvassing the area, trying to get everybody to, give samples of DNA. I have a consent to search if you would be willing to do a DNA swab. Yeah? Okay. No?
Sure.
Or yes?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
I didn't know if you said no or yes. All right. Today's date is the 7th of June. Escambia County Sheriff's Office. 10:46 p.m. Okay, I'm going to read these instructions.
Took on the bridge, and a car came by, and you drove off, pulled back out on Detroit, turned around in the driveway, and then pulled back on. Am I lying?
A car passed by when you first tried to stop. Went down when you saw it, went to the stop sign, waited for that car to get out of the way, came back around, and got back up on the bridge.
Tell me I'm lying.
That's exactly what happened.
I didn't show you the video, but I'm not lying. Who dumped the body?
I didn't dump it. Wasn't me.
Why are you stopped on the bridge? Look, man, what went wrong?
What do you mean what went wrong? I don't know what went wrong. I didn't have nothing to do with the child.
Do you know her to be promiscuous? Was she flirting with you?
I don't know anything. I've never had any kind of contact with this child.
Did you think she maybe have been older? And
I know this is a child. I've never had anything to do with this. Never. Other than speaking to that child when they spoke to me, that was it.
That child right there?
Yes, Naomi. Yes.
she's cute. Was cute.
I mean, if I dump this body that y'all say, I mean, y'all should find something from me on her, or from her in my vehicle or whatever. If this is what I'm supposed to have done.
It's not it.
You know, when a jury sees that and hears your story, you know, if you showed some remorse or tell us what really happened, you know, that may make a difference in the end. But if you're going to sit there and just act like...
But you want me to sit here and tell you something, or tell you that I've done something what I haven't done. That's what you want me to do.
No,
I'm not saying that, you know, what you're saying about this jury thing, you know, like I say, they gon', when they hear it or see it or view it or whatever, they gonna feel how they feel. But at the same time, like I said, I didn't kill her, I didn't touch her, I didn't dump her body. So therefore, you want me to say I did this when I didn't do this.
but you did. Why else would you be stopped on that bridge? I mean, we probably asked you 12, 15 times why you were in that area. And then the best you can come up with, I was riding around looking for somebody to hook up with. Ain't nobody in that area to hook up with.
I mean, hell, I know that now. Shit, I rode the area. Shit, I didn't see anything else.
You knew that before you went there because you've been there before.
I've never been over there before. Like I said, other than
You
going
go to church right
okay,
across the street.
the church, as far as I've ever been until I rode through that neighborhood.
When you pull out to get on Detroit, you can see right across there. I knew what was there.
I didn't.
Howard is backed into a corner and cannot explain his presence on the bridge. The detectives are sticking with this point because it seems like the line of questioning is most likely to get him to confess.
Anybody would know what was there if you pull out on Detroit right there. I mean, from the church, you can see straight across the road. Robert, look at me. Why were you stopped on the bridge?
I was not stopped on the bridge.
You can't deny that because you can see it. You don't come out the other side. You're stopped there. Even though you can't see the car at the time, you know you don't go forward or backward. You know you're stopped. To deny it, again, like the phone stuff, it's there. It's
Let me ask you this. Do you use, like pills, Viagra, any type of pills for male enhancement or anything? No? You don't have any problems with that? Okay.
like those little supplements you buy from the store.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I'm just curious.
Of what?
Do you have problems getting hard on?
Never have. Never have. And as far as me fucking a 12-year-old, I never. Never.
How about you and Lauren?
They don't even, that kind of child don't even appeal to me no kind of way. To the point of I would even think about trying to have sex with a child. Kind of stuff even crossed my mind.
Maybe you weren't attracted to her. Maybe you were angry with her about something.
Angry with her about what? Me and the child have never even had a conversation. So why would I be angry with her? Like I said, other than speaking with that child, hey and bye, that's it.
Try and sleep over there, and they're always outside ringing your doorbell,
I'm
making noise,
up.
pissing you off.
I'm up probably before shit anybody in that complex. I said I don't sleep late. Even when I work late, I don't sleep late. I don't. So having a problem sleeping. Only time I've ever had to leave out of about noise is the guy downstairs up on the playing the music real loud, like 2 in the morning. So I went down there one night and asked him to turn it down. Other than that, never had a problem with nobody there. Never.
What's your sex life with Lauren? Like,
Fine.
you guys do anything crazy, kinky?
Regular old sex life.
No S&M, no BDSM, all that crazy stuff people do nowadays. What's reacting to this?
Okay, as I was saying, I've done nothing to that child. I didn't hurt nor harm this child at all, Naomi. But I don't think he likes me saying this child. But I did not hurt or harm Naomi.
I don't believe it. And I
You
think
you have your choices to believe or not to believe. We all do. I mean, so that's your choice.
either you hurt her or something else happened. I mean,
Whatever happened, it wasn't with me. Whatever may have happened to her, it wasn't with me.
don't you think it's odd that you were at the apartments at the time she went missing? And
What does that have to do with anything? I mean, a lot of people was at the apartments at the time she went missing.
But a lot of people at the apartment weren't at the place where she was dumped.
Okay, but like I said, because
Nobody at the apartments was at the place she was dumped.
because I end up in that area, that has to mean that I dumped the body. Or I did something to her and throw her out somewhere.
But you're the only person that's been at
I just
the place
asked,
she was
okay.
picked up and the place she was dumped.
And what does that have to mean? I ain't gonna say what does that have to do because I see what you're saying. But at the same
I
time,
mean, it's obvious.
no, it's not obvious. Because I mean,
Mhm.
by me being there, that has nothing to do with, saying that she disappeared because I was there. That has nothing to do with that.
Well, you were there at 1:30.
But that has nothing to do
But listen,
with
I'm not asking about you right now. You were there at 1:30 when she was taken. What did you see?
nothing.
You didn't see anybody else take her, right?
No.
She went missing at 1:30.
If I'm not outside, they said 1 o'clock, so now it's 1:30. But either way, between 1 and 1:30, however, like I said,
1:30.
okay,
Trust me.
okay, that's fine. You saying 1:30 because you said I was still at 1:30, right?
1:30.
That's why you're saying that?
Your phone was at the apartments
Okay.
at 1:30. That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying.
Like I said, so you're saying that I took her just because she was there at 1:30.
I'm asking you right now. This question is, what did you see when you were there at 1:30? Because that's when she went missing.
I didn't see anything.
So if it
I
wasn't
was in the
you,
apartment.
if it wasn't you, what did you see that could help me find out who took her?
I don't know. I mean, if I'm not, I don't live with them. I don't know what she does. I don't know anything about what goes on in her parents' apartment. So therefore, I mean, how can I tell you something about what's going on with there or who she may have left with or who she may have been talking to? I'm not out there with them. I'm not.
Don't you think it's odd, though, that you're there, then you're at the dump site, and you wait on the bridge where she's thrown over or dragged around?
I'm pretty sure that, if you drug around, you'll be able to tell it. If you're thrown over, you'll be able to tell it. But it wasn't about me.
Howard holds out against the interrogation techniques and remains firm in his denial that he ever harmed Jones. Robert Howard was arrested for the murder of Naomi Jones on June 7, 2017. The next day, while in jail, Howard admitted to strangling Jones and throwing her body from a bridge. On August 18, 2021, Howard confessed once more during his trial. While both attorneys agreed that he murdered Jones, the motive for his crime was in question. His trial was scheduled to last 4 days, but was postponed due to COVID. Howard was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.